Alright, here we go.
You need a sanitizer spray. Sanitize your hands. Yeah, you kill bugs and stuff. You don't know what they got. The Marines, he's good. He's like, that ain't nothing. Hey, Marines. That's how they are.
There you go.
Like, alright, ready for me. 8 minutes for oil. Soak it up. Alright, there we go. Got my little thing. Okay.
Welcome to the Power 410 Radio Show. Welcome to the Be More Loyal Show. I am your host, Carter Chris White. I got other hosts over there, got some special guests in the building. But you know how we're going to do it. We're going to bring them in prayer first, and then we're going to introduce themselves. We're just going to talk about everything. We got a lot going on, right, Mr. G?
Yeah.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, and we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. God, Lord, have your way to the airways as we always do.
Amen.
Amen. So, I'm a host in the building.
Hello, you already know. She girl Miss Petite.
She got a lot going on. You know, next host.
This is Dane. Yeah, this is Dane.
Dang the model tape.
There you go.
And it's your girl, Monique Ross, the Savvy Fashionista.
Okay, so we have a whole lot going on this month. Like, we got to try to squeeze a big event in.
Yes. Our back to school, family fun day events. We are still looking for a venue, and we'll be locking that in hopefully this weekend is out. So we're gonna pray on that one. But we are still gonna do it, y'all, because y'all already know we make it happen. We always make it happen. So just look out for the date. We're looking towards August the 30th. But once we lock in a location, we'll have everything, you already know. We're gonna have it all over everywhere, all over social media and everything. And so we'll be updating everyone on that soon.
Also, everybody that's following us, you our friends, we need everybody to start sharing the content. Share with your friends. Have your friends to share it. We need everybody who's listening to also start following the Powerful 10 Radio Show on Instagram. So we need a lot of people to start just follow the radio show on Instagram. You can see the live videos. You can see all of the back videos. Anything you want to see, please follow the page. So what else we got going on? What else y'all got going on? The models is in the building.
Well, first let's talk about the this Saturday.
This Saturday. What are you gonna talk about that last day?
You want to talk about that later?
Yeah, they know about this Saturday.
Okay.
That's how it is.
All right.
These upcoming events.
Well, first up, we are on tour. Petite Empire Tour, which is a fashion entertainment tour. It's also a promo tour, so just spotlight some amazing artists and talent, whether you're a designer, a model, a vendor, artist. We have some amazing talent that's a part of this event. DC, we're in DC August the 16th at the Focus Social Club on H Street. 1348 H Street. And I'm excited for that one. It's been a while since I did DC. 3 years, actually. Maybe two.
You also doing a model call too, right?
Yes, we did a model call today. The rain kind of, slowing us down a little bit. It's picking up now and again. But it's all good. We still have people coming. And we're getting ready to get on the road. DC up first.
DC up first.
Yeah, DC is going to be lit because the location where we're having the show is a very popular spot and is known for a lot of events there. So Focus Social remember the networking event we went to?
Yeah, with them.
Like last year, so yeah.
Yeah. So it's known for a lot of social, fashion, entrepreneur. It's a lot of entrepreneur networking events and stuff like that. So, they've had a few fashion shows too. I've seen a few people since the networking events. The networking events were the main things that we known them to, pretty much promote. But now I've seen some people tapping into the fashion. But this is going to be different. It's going to be an experience. We're hoping to leave people with wanting more. And come travel with us. It's the summertime. We can get off. It's on the weekends. So we can get off on the weekends. Come travel with us. You're gonna meet new people in each city. Like I said, DC, August the 16th. Then we have North Carolina, Atlanta, and then we're taking a small break because school will go back in. And then we're gonna be getting ready for New York Fashion Week, which is another big event for me because it's my first time actually putting on my own production in New York. Okay. We've tampered with it a little, a few times, and it just didn't work out. But this year, I believe it's time, and we're gonna make it happen. So, New York Fashion Week is the week of September the 9th through the, I think it's like 16th. It's like a whole week.
What's my birthday too?
Yeah. So we were in this anniversary.
Anniversary.
Yeah, I remember the anniversary.
Sister's birthday on the 12th.
Yeah.
So one of the best things about the tour is just exposing the talent that we have here in this area. Because if you think about it, like American Idol, without American Idol, we would not know about a lot of these people, right?
Fantasia.
Look how many people.
Ruben Studdard, Jasmine, what's her name? Jennifer Hudson. We would not know those, that how great they are. They wouldn't be who they are.
Exactly, but just look at how talented they are. So think about that. So now you get a chance to see some talent, some kind of not even diamonds in the rough, because they're not in the rough. They're just diamonds.
A few chains.
Huh?
Different.
Yeah, it's different.
He always singing a song.
I know, right? And whatever the song is, and then I'm gonna be singing it in my head.
Right.
But yeah, it's so much talent out here. Even not just the singers and the models. It's just all around. The models are talented. The singers are talented. We have different kind of singers. You got rappers. You have vocalists. You have spoken word. There's so much talent here, and I think it's a great platform for people to engage and come out and see it. So
Right. And the one thing I like about doing the tours is that, we don't, not only do we just have the DMV that's a part of it, like the ones that actually come with me, but we also allow people in that area from that city to participate as well. So when we go to DC, I actually have I have a DC band that I'm going to be bringing in, and then I have another artist that's from DC too that's going to be participating, as well as some models that's already there in DC. So I am looking forward to working with new people. That's another thing for me. I love the team that I have, but it's always nice to bring in new faces. Because again, just like these other big platforms, when you have we're a little smaller platform or whatever, but we put in that work. I've been doing this fashion industry for over 20-something years, and I've been doing the tours for 5 years. So and every person, including myself, it has helped us build our platforms. When I did my first tour, my platform reached Instagram alone over like I think it was like almost 50,000 followers I had. My second one, after that one got hacked, I got it up to like 20-something, and that was like after like my third tour. So, when it's always good to network while you are traveling. So, we'll go out to other events while we down there. We'll go out to different restaurants and stuff. We'll go sightseeing. So along the way, we're all talking to people. We're networking. We're passing on flyers. We're telling them about what we're doing. So we always try to go like a couple days in advance so that we can get out on boots on the ground and do that word of mouth to get people to come out that's out, in the cities and stuff too. We do a lot of interviews, radio interviews for other platforms. Actually, I'll be going down there to Atlanta to one of our sister platforms and doing an interview with them too. So, we try to, keep it shaking, keep it moving, and just spread the talent, the talent and expose, the other cities to what it is that we have to offer to.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity for our artists and our models and the designers and vendors to just invite their network to come out to support them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping that the people that are coming out have their supporters to come out and support, because everybody needs support, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we talk about a lot, right? Like, there's a lot of people in DC that have gone other places, and then you like, I've never heard of this person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where have they been? Because next thing you know is, it's DC's own, blah, 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 blah. People
Right.
always want to claim you after you've gone somewhere else and made a name for yourself, but in the process, where's your support? You know what I mean? So it's important to support people you love, people that know you, people that look up to you, and people that you inspire. And hopefully that's the goal of the tour, is to just inspire others and bring the talent to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So, again, we like to invite other talent artists, we're still accepting designers and vendors, even sponsors that want to come on board. We have opportunities for marketing and branding opportunities as well. So for anyone that are participating, with your brand is always being promoted, we're going to be tapping into doing some different, like I said, interviews on some different platforms. So it's an opportunity to, we're not only promoting the Critique Empire, we're also promoting Dame, we're promoting the Savvy Fashionista, we're promoting Be More Loyal, we're promoting Powerful on Radio. So at the end of the day, everyone that's participating, their talent is being exposed. We invite, everyone get their own flyers, their own marketing material, their logos go on everything that we do, so it's just an opportunity to, share light on talent, to go, share the talent and expose people that would not know, like Fashionista said, people that would not know about the different talents. They wouldn't know if we went out there. You gotta really be able to, people gotta start investing in themselves. Take the time to step outside the box, go outside, travel, see what's out there. Because again, that's just like people, they say New York is the place of, where you can be found or whatever. You can just go out on the street, start modeling, and you never know who's going to see you in the street.
Like the girl, I can't think of her name right now, the Howard student, she really dark skinned, beautiful girl. She was just at homecoming and someone saw a photo of her, and now she's like a famous model, big time. So it's like you never know who's going to see you. I think Tyson Beckford was sitting on a park bench, and someone walked up to him and was like, you want to be a model? And not sure that's exactly how it went, but I'm just saying, if you don't get the exposure, no one will ever see your talent or know your talent, and you just never know who you're gonna inspire, you don't know who's gonna see you. Right. So there you miss out on opportunities when you don't participate and when you don't invest in yourself and when you don't expose or use the platform to expose your talent. So don't hide your talent, y'all.
Right.
Earlier, you said something about the venue that y'all gonna be using.
Yes.
It's a very popular venue.
Yes.
That's all fine and cool, but when House Critique go down there, it's supposed to change the dynamics of everything. So it's supposed to be like when we went down to the Cultural Arts Center. Like it's been countless events, it's been countless food drives, it's been countless this down there, right? But when Be More Loyal, when we and House Critique went down there, he told me, he said, man, you know, and this is I want the report I want to hear when y'all go down here. I want to hear the same report that he said to me.
Okay.
He said, oh man, Chris, you know, we done had countless food jobs down here. Hey man, they eat food all the time. So my response back to him was, I understand that side, but you ain't never seen nothing like this. See, you want to always, like you said, we told the young man that was a mother, you want to own the room, own the building. Like, you know what I'm saying? So wherever we go, we want that positive spirit to be, man, this us.
Right.
Because you never know when your moment gonna break through.
Right.
So every moment, like Kobe, I love when Kobe talks.
Really?
He said he get us at 2:30 in the morning, and he in the gym, right? He said, now he didn't got what? Practice supposed to start well 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, but he at 2:30, so he got a whole, feel me, like 5.5 hours up on everybody else.
Right.
You feel me? So being as though he got that extra time, right?
Right.
To practice. When it came down to the last shot of the game, he ain't passed the ball to nobody. You know why?
Right.
Because they didn't get up early like him. They weren't practicing long as him.
Right.
Matter of fact, he came in at 2:30. He still was and he was the last one to leave. First one there and last one to leave. He said, so if I'm the first one in and I'm the last one to leave, y'all, that's why I can't trust y'all with the ball.
Right.
So that's like in this industry.
Right.
Man, we got practice when the model call come up. You gotta be there.
Right.
I don't care if it's raining, hailing, sleet, or snowing. Listen, this is our only platform. This is our only opportunity. And you gotta treat every practice, every call, whatever. I treat every drive like it's a whole new drive.
Exactly.
We doing the same thing every Saturday, but that's what every Saturday is getting better and better.
And you gotta put that new energy in everything we do.
So, you know what I'm saying? I pass you the ball if you gonna put that work in.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gotta be able to trust our team. I gotta be able to trust you. I gotta be able to count on you. Because we'll never know when you're gonna make that call. Hey, man, forget New York fashion, man. Apollo just called for us. Like, everybody ready? Like, we're supposed to always be ready.
Right. Stay ready so you don't have to get
That's
ready.
all I'm saying.
So we brought somebody new in.
Okay, so we got another model in the building. Miles, you right?
Yeah.
Okay. Professor, yeah. Introduce yourself.
Alfonso, or you can call me Prince, be most Prince on IG.
Yes, he is popping just like Dame over here. There are the top critique models, and if you check out their IG, you will see that and see why.
So I wanted to bring the models on here too. Especially, so Dame been with me, what, going on 4 years now?
Yeah.
So 4 years. And Alfonso, oh, we got years in. How long you been a part of the agency?
I go to Baltimore like 2006, so I want to say 2008.
Yeah.
2008.
And he
So
literally
man.
have been with me that long. Like, we took breaks in between, and everybody, you know, we all be having things going on. So, like I say, anyone who has ever been with the critique agency or signed with me or have done shows with me, we become one big family. So, whether or not, you know, it's never any hard feelings when somebody got to take a break and do them and do life. Because there's been times when I had to take a break, and I did. Like, I took like probably about 4 or 5 year break, and I still was I was still in the industry, but I was kind of like doing things on my own, doing a lot of networking. I feel like sometimes as a CEO or entrepreneur, you gotta kind of like venture out by yourself sometimes to do that groundwork, because sometimes everybody can't go with you. And I had to do a lot of traveling by myself for 10 years. Actually, I did it by myself. You know, we did a lot of shows. That's when I got into the media part of it and doing more red carpet events and covering other people's shows and stuff. And that's how I learned a lot too. I learned a lot about what I did wrong, what I did right. I learned about the do's and the don'ts basically in the industry, and I'm still learning. I feel like, you know, you're always supposed to learn and grow, whether it's personal or business, supposed to grow. So, you know, I want them to talk, because I want them to like share their experiences within, you know, being in the industry, you know, and being with the agency. Like, what have y'all experienced have been like?
Since you both seen it, I have to go first. You want to newbie go first? Hey, you
That's all.
good?
Yeah.
You headphones?
He don't want to hear himself. He said, I don't like his
saying earlier, my first experience with the agency, I mean, she kind of just threw me out there in the wolves. One of the biggest shows in Baltimore was RIP. So at first I was real nervous, you know what I'm saying? Just
But Rip the Runway?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Lady Day.
Oh, Lady Day, okay.
so it's like over 4,000 people, you know. So I'm just, you know, kind of like nervous, like I said. But after that, got that show over with. I just started getting more comfortable. But within the company, I've definitely learned a lot more. What's that word?
Protocol,
Yeah, that, but also how to be more
confident.
within myself.
Yeah, for 4,000 people, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
4,000.
Yeah, that was.
I know I was on you.
Yeah, because back in the day, I used to be not the most confident person, you know what I'm saying? But as I started doing this and the shows and things like that, and I started seeing the reaction of the crowd, that's when I kind of realized, okay, maybe I might have that it factor a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on my brand and things like that, but, you know, being with Pratik definitely has helped me become more confident and just work on
Yeah,
who
but
I
she'll
am.
just throw you out there. She will. She does it to me all the time, too. Here, Monique, just go. I'm like, I'm gonna need it.
So let me ask both of y'all before you say what you guys said. So you know we got a W column and we got an L column. I mean, the answer's been said so many times, but what's your W stand for? When? So you know basketball, you got W, you got L's, you got W, L. So what's your W stand for?
When?
What's your W stand for?
Wisdom,
What's your L stand for?
longevity,
Give yourself a loss.
Okay. So you said what?
Win and loss.
So she just said she been doing this for 20-something years, right? So that means that she been learning, right? So your W stand for winning because we born winners. But your L should always stand for learning. Because before you can get longevity, you gotta learn longevity. You gotta learn patience, you gotta learn people, you gotta learn how when you walk in and read the room, like you said, you're comfortable now. Confidence up because you had to learn how to walk in front of these people. What you do in the world, 1,000 people out there. So now when you get in front of 8,000 people, it's just like you're killing it, right? You even gave dude 2 pointers, Mr. What's his name?
Rashad.
Mr. Rashad. You gave Mr. Rashad some pointers. And I'm quite sure he's gonna go back and analyze everything we just told him here. And he's gonna be in the room now. Now his confidence will be built because we just gave him a word of encouragement. At least we gotta learn how to encourage each other. Even on the days when you don't feel like walking, you don't feel like walking right now. And you gotta dig down somewhere, you gotta get that extra, that partner gotta tell you, hey, listen, man, get it together. Hey, people out there, you gotta learn how to coach each other.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Also working with her, I learned how to be more of a leader. So there'll be days in which, or shows in which she's real busy. You know what I'm saying? So that's when somebody has to take control, and I'll be the one to, hey, everybody line up. All right, so I guess this is what we're gonna do this formation. We're gonna do this walk. We're gonna stop right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
But in that, there is a reason. You're not just a leader because you're a leader. Like you just thrown that. You have been reliable and proven that you could be a leader. So that's why you're the leader. You know, she sees that in you.
I
So
appreciate that.
yeah. So that's why, that's why we had the family we had, the team we had. So, and what about you?
man. I forgot what your original question was.
Oh no, y'all answered it already. So go ahead.
Oh,
So we talked about you always learn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's always a learning experience. So when I met Critique, I had already did modeling, but it was like little shows here and there and not out of direction. So I did learn from her how to, do certain things and see your points and whatever. And I was able to incorporate the fact that before I was choreographing and dancing, so I was able to put that together with it. But it's a thin line because she like, don't dance on my runway. You know what I'm saying? I remember she would say, I know a bunch of dance or whatever. So
What
it
kind
was
of
just,
dance, may I ask?
I just do all kinds.
Okay, see, multi-talented people around here. That's
Yeah,
why
when I used to first started dancing, I was back in the day looking at music videos and learning choreography and or hear a song, and then I'll choreograph something myself, and I always want to give pay homage to whoever, so I would take some parts of the music video and stuff. So I would like hip hop, street, R&B, I can salsa a little bit, just anything. Honestly, if I can see it, I can do it. Like the
Wow.
TikTok dances and stuff, that's not dancing to me. I mean, no shade to the TikTokers or nothing like that, but dancing, like, I do it. So I had to not do it on her runway. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that. But then she had parts where she wanted to dance. And that was showed out right there.
Wow.
That's
what I
love
was
to
saying.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we was doing the skits and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
choreographed. Like we
Mhm.
actually it's nothing like how we do now. And I know they come in and my veteran models that been with me for years, they come in and they see the new models and be like even my mother, when we did one of the shows at Security Mall and my mother seen the models coming out dancing, she was like, after the show, she said, it was nice, but I just knew the models was gonna get in trouble because you do not let them dance on the runway.
Yeah, I'm like that too. My fashion, I do not like. I like straight runway because for me, I like professionalism and I like the clothes to shine. I don't like you sweating, breaking a sweat, and swirling and kicking and doing all the extra in my stuff. Like I don't like that look. That's not my aesthetic.
Yes.
So I don't like it. But I've seen it done. And, I mean, it's good for what it's good for. It's just not like I don't like it. Right.
Hey, from listening to you talk, right? I can both of y'all period, but I'm saying just listening to you talk just now, it sounds like you can definitely be a part of being a lawyer too. Because I like people who can see my vision, right? Like you see her vision, and instead of you trying to do what you want to do in her vision, and you heard her what she said about her vision, you was able to transform what you normally be doing, and you tone it down to who you're dealing with right now.
Exactly.
And a lot of people around the world need to start learning how to get in other people's visions and stop trying to take people's vision and make it theirs. So if I like summertime with the food drive, right? You got here I am, busting my butt trying to make sure I can bless other people. But then you got people who think they're entitled, right, to come into a creation that God has given me and ordained me to do for them, right? And I want it a certain way because I'm hearing how to do it and I'm trying to tell them how to do it. And then you got people that want to do it their way, right? And then you got people that want to say, oh man, he taking us too long, oh, he gonna talk to us, or this. I come to bless you. Like she's blessing you with a platform so that you can be noticed by somebody who might catch your news.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So when people start understanding that, man, she could be my meal ticket, so let me get inside of her vision. Let me just walk the way she want me to walk, because the way she want it done is going to attract the people, because since she's been doing this for so long, she know what the people in the crowd looking for.
Right.
So let me just listen to this, because I don't really know. In the same way back over here, like I'm flipping it back. I'm giving you both sides. I'm giving you in the industry, I'm giving you in real life. Over here, where people really talking about, why he hurry up, or whatever the case may be. Hurry up and walk down there. No, she ain't taking you hurry up and walk. She told you stop dancing.
Right.
But you got people that take that and want to incorporate the dancing into her vision. It's not part of her vision. So before I dance or before I do anything, I'm going to ask permission first. This is what I like to do, Mr. T. But I know you got your own vibe, but is there any kind of way you can try to fit that in? You can try to work your way into her vision.
Right.
Not forcefully, because when you forcefully, that makes her feel like, hold up, y'all trying to run my joint.
It's like some of the models.
And
It's
they
the
got-
difference between professional models and the rookies or amateurs, I should say. Amateur models, because the professional models, they literally say, "What do you want me to do?" And they know to follow the protocol for what's to be done. They understand that the assignment is about following the assignment.
Right.
They're not trying to, like, I've had models come up to me, I don't want to wear that, or I want to wear this. Excuse me. I'm in charge of my stuff. Like, I know who I want, the look I want. At the end of the day, the pictures last forever. So I already have an idea with this particular outfit, the body type, the aesthetic, the person, the height, the complexion, everything. That has to come. It's a whole package that comes with the outfit and the look. At the end of the day, it's not just how you look.
Right.
So yeah, that's
And that's because that's your vision. That's what you see. You see that dress on Shorty over there, because she got a little
yeah.
here, so that's her perfect. I can sell that. But I can't sell it if you just tell me, oh, I want this dress right here, because I think that I could. No, she designed it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like people, that's what I want the world to understand is, if we could just come together, man, and stop trying to run somebody else's vision, and let's put the vision. Man, listen, it's multi-million-dollar at this table right now. Know why? Because it's 5 different visions. Why we can't put all 5 together and make 100,000 visions?
Right.
Because now once we put it together, it's where remix thing. Now everybody fit into it.
Mhm.
Right.
It's
It's
funny
something for
that
everybody.
she has said that because after I took my break and got back with Critique and meeting different designers, because the first part of us working together, she was doing everything, and we had to buy our own clothes and for the scenes. But now with designers and stuff, they're asking me, "You think you're comfortable in that, or you want to wear this, whatever?" And I'm like, "Do you want me to wear it?" Like
You're not
I'm more
used to
like,
that.
tell
You're
me
not
what to
used
do.
to it.
I'm not used to having that input because this is a fashion show I'm in. You're the designer. What do you want me to wear? So it's kind of take me outside my box, but at the same time, it's like I like the freedom, but at the same time, I'm trained thanks to Critique of you tell me what to do, and I'm gonna do and make it look fly, and I'm gonna do what I need to do on that runway.
And
You
that's
don't want me to
the-
dance, I won't dance. You want to do it like this, I'm gonna do a straight runway. Whatever your vision is. So now I'm at the point where whatever you want me to do, tell me, and I'm gonna do it.
And that's the thing too. A lot of people are not visionaries. Some people they're doing something, but they don't know the vision.
Mhm.
They don't have the end. Like for me, you have to work backwards. Like wherever you see yourself there first. Then you walk backwards from that. You step back and say, okay, how is this going to work for my vision? What's the steps that's going to get me here? So I already know the look that I want at the end of the day, like on my website. How's this going to sell? How's this going to sell the look? It's not just about that moment. It's about forever for me. Because I have pictures from back in the day. I'm like, damn, I still look at it like, damn, that was fire.
And it's still
we did
relevant.
that. We did that.
Right.
That day. But everybody else, they looking at the outfit and they looking at the clothes. I'm looking at everything that happened that day.
Right.
I remember the person doing the makeup. I remember, situating this person like she was trying to hold that pose and was about to fall. I remember all of that. But at the end of the day, that picture was fire.
Mhm.
So that's what's involved. So a lot of things involved in a photo.
Mhm.
In
It
a moment.
is. And that's the difference too. Like now we have cameras, right?
Yeah.
We got the phones and stuff like that. Everybody literally could become a photographer. But it's a difference in the eye. Like you said, the vision. Not everybody have that fashion sense. And everyone's not gonna look I can sit here, we can do a photo shoot right now with Alfonso and Dane and, dress them, makeup, all that. Again, depending on who's doing it, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna have a total different outcome and a result. Because what I might put on them, Chris might put something totally different. And we can use the same exact pieces. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing. People, if you give a designer, and we've done this before, where we did a shoot like that, where we gave two different creative directors pieces, and we told them to style individual, two different models. And when they came together, they looked totally different.
Right.
Because the creative directors saw things differently. So granted, I could take Mo's hat, put it with your vest, because it actually goes together. Look at the colors. You get what I'm saying?
This is a good example of that. See this picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all can't see. Where's the camera?
Camera over there.
Okay,
What's the
so
camera here?
this model,
Oh,
she had on she wore a bustier
Mhm.
and a huge blouse, right? A big, full, bottomless blouse. And she was getting dressed, and she was like, putting the bustier on. And I said, what are you doing? She was going to put the shirt over the bustier
Mhm.
and just have it open. I was like, oh, no. And I just styled her like the picture I just showed you.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. And that was the vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that is what kind of like what a stylist is, a visionary.
Yeah.
You have to be a visionary. You have to be able to see it before it even happens. You
Yeah.
gotta see you gotta have that eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is like
everybody
me.
doesn't
Like
have that.
people call me crazy, especially like the ones that know me. Like my mom has witnessed it. My daughters has witnessed it. My sisters. Like I could be getting ready for a fashion show, and I'd be like, "Oh, I got a show next week," and they like, "Okay, where's the collection?" And I haven't seen it yet. So I literally have to visualize each piece on each model. And once I have gotten through the entire fashion show is when I can sit down and start sewing. Now, sometimes I might, if I see bits and pieces at a time, say if I see 3 or 4 pieces, but I'm still, every time I go to dream, I'm just laying down and going to sleep. Now I see something else. So then I might start it then. But most of the time I have to go through the whole entire fashion show. So I already know how the fashion show is going to end up before it even happens.
Wow.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's just me. Like I
People's
can't.
processes are crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, that is so crazy.
Yeah, I
didn't know
can't.
that.
I cannot sew until I see it. That's why, like, sometimes if somebody be like, "Well, have you started some?" No, I'm gonna just show the next. I'm gonna show the connection next time because I'm not gonna show anything halfway.
Half-assed.
Yeah.
The artists are like that. Like, we have to be inspired. It's so many days. Sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, in my mind, you need to be working on your pieces. You need to be doing this and that. But if I'm not inspired, it's gonna look like crap, and it's
Right.
not gonna have direction. But it is some days I'll just jump up and just run to the sewing machine because I thought about something, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna have this over here, and this I'm gonna have a belt around it, and it's, you know, it's just the vision. The visions have to be there. That's how it comes together.
And it's been times when I had too much time. When I did Atlantic City Fashion Week, I ended up making 2 collections because I had started like a month in advance. So 2 weeks had went by. I was finished my collection, and then I was like, well, maybe I started seeing other things. So then I had to get to the point where I was like, all right, I'm taking pieces from this part of the collection, adding to that one, and then I'm switching stuff around. And that's when I started losing focus, because now I'm like, well, damn, I done made about 20, 30 pieces. You get what I'm saying? Within a month. So for me, that's why I say I have to, if it's a certain theme I'm going with, or I like to go, I have to, even with my clothes, I have to physically, I'm not an online shopper. Because if I can't feel the fabric, if I can't see it, you get what I'm saying? Like, my kids, they Shein and all these other places all day. They already got their cart pressed. With me, I'm like, I gotta go to the store. I need to go to the shoe store, the jewelry store. I need to go inside of the clothing store. I need to feel the fabric. You just can't tell.
Have you ever ordered something and then the way it looks online, and then when you get it, you're like, this is not.
I haven't, because I really don't do online shopping, but I know, like, my mother and my kids, they have ordered stuff, and they said, I'm looking at like, that is not what, my mother ordered a mop top, just because she was bored one time off of Temu, and you know how they get you with the free stuff or whatever, and she ordered this thing. When she got that thing, it was like cotton balls just hanging. I'm like, I told you not to order off this thing. It did not look like a mop. You couldn't do nothing with it.
But sometimes they're slick. I think what they do is they take a picture of something and they make a replica of it, and it's a cheaper version of it. But the picture is this is you. Like, yeah, this is the original picture. And then, but now some of them they start showing the real, like on a mannequin, it'll show the piece, the actual piece, and you're like, that don't look like that picture. That looks cheesier. That zipper looks cheap. The fabric looks cheap, and it's hanging weird. It's like,
that'd be the one for me when it's like the material is nothing like the material that they sell.
Yeah,
that's just like people's hair. Like, I've known stylists that, well, I have people that have went to stylists and they promote one type of textured hair that they wearing, but then when they go and they apply it, you know,
for their business
to the business. And they're putting it's not what's in their head. So that's false advertising. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that do that. That's why you have to be careful. Because people will sit there, they get the best of the best for themselves, and they promote it because it look good. You get what I'm saying? And that's how they get people in. You know, and they taping it, you know, that putting it in, and then and then it didn't last. They didn't sew it right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had people spending $500 on hair, getting their hair done, and then they coming to me, oh, can you tighten it up? Or I had a young girl, a young lady that was traveling for work, and she came from New York, and then she had to go to Jersey for something, but she was here for work. And she just, I don't know how she found me, but she found me, she called me, and I was at haircutter at this point. And she's like, I need my tracks fixed, this, and that. I mean, when I tell you, when I looked at the foundation of how the girl had did the lady hair, I'm like, this is crazy. I said, how much you pay for this? Oh, I paid $400, almost $500 in 2 weeks. And I'm sitting here and I literally had to take some of her braids and redo it because it was lifting. It was that bad. But I wasn't about to sit there and do the whole thing over. You wouldn't pay me for that.
Right.
But I just did enough where it's like, all right, let me fix these tracks. It's gonna last a little long, maybe another 2 weeks, but don't ever go back. I told her, don't ever go back to the first. Like, we gotta get out of that. They think they go to this social media, you know, and they go who is trending. But everybody that's trending is not good for you. The outcome might look good or whatever, but what are they doing to the foundation? My daughter actually at the salon now don't have braids in my hair, and the young girl came in and she said she didn't have a hair wash, right? Luckily we did it at the shop and not at the house. That's why I thought it's important to have a location, a professional location, because you had to do that. Now, granted, I had to be a home-based stylist before. I'm not ashamed of that. I had to start somewhere, but it's different from you sitting there shampooing somebody's head, that sink or that bathtub, you get what I'm saying? Rather than being able to take them to a professional shampoo bowl, them actually relaxing the right way, and you really, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different experience. You get what I'm saying? I feel like, no matter what you do, you're supposed to leave an experience, leave your client wanting to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes them want to come back, the experience that they had. So, I just think that if people put more effort into wanting to leave a good impression on their client. You know what I'm saying?
Even
Yeah,
food. You see the advertisement and you're like, food is so good. Then they throw the plate, you're like, what?
Well, once you taste it, the taste, like for me, taste, texture, all of that. And like I have a child who was low spectrum autism. So she is really big on texture and stuff like that, taste, and she will tell you in a minute, like, I don't like that. She put it in her mouth. Don't give me that. And I'm like, damn, I'm wasting my money. She's not gonna eat it. So again, we go everything that look good.
Ain't good.
Oh, good.
You know what reminds me of?
What?
Pregnant.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Because my ex-wife used to be pregnant, so she'll be like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But when I give it to her, she's like,
It was not meshing.
I don't want that, for whatever reason.
Right.
So earlier you said there's be times when she get busy and you got to step into the role of being the leader. And then earlier you said that used to her just saying, put this on and blah blah blah. But then other creator or designer said, what you want to put on? Giving you your choice. Y'all know what that was, right?
Make it step outside our box.
What you said?
I would probably be on the same page.
No. So she called y'all family first, right? So when you got somebody that's got a vision, y'all know y'all got visions too, right? So her vision is going to help to shape your vision. So when God connect things together, He connect them together for a reason, because everybody's going to help each other. Our gift and our talents make room for us. So while she doing what she doing, right? And then she might get busy with something else. You said you step up and she's training you to be your own boss, right? So we can have a lot of, like, all 5 bosses in that too right now. You might not consider yourself as a boss, but I'm just saying, we got to start operating like we bosses. Whatever you believe you is, because you're a boss in modeling, right? When you go in there, you own the room. So we got to start training as we already bosses. Now you're sitting under people who boss, and she got her own stuff, so now I can learn from her. You didn't lose her nothing. You will learn. No matter what she take you through, it's always the learning experience, because you're going to learn the do's and the don'ts about something. Right? If she teaches you the right way, guess what? You ain't got to worry about the don'ts, because you going to see them on your own. You're going to be getting all the good stuff. But you're going to see the other stuff too, because she going to be training and going through that. You're going to see everybody shut the door on her, talking behind her back, doing all that stuff. You're going to get all that by being under a boss. You training to become one. So by the time she get done, I didn't say no more, right?
We're going to be bosses.
And you know what it is too? It's now, I'm to the So that's just like, you know, if you coming in, like I tell them, pick what you want. And I say that because it's boutique clothing. It's not something that I sat down and sold. So my vision for it, it really don't matter to me. Because you can come in here, you can come into the boutique and pick anything. I know that you're gonna rock it and you're gonna sell it because you chose it.
Mm-hmm.
But in my vision, before I sit down to sew, I already know who I'm gonna make. I'm making that garment for a particular person.
That's the difference between designing
Yeah.
something and selling something.
Right.
You know, that's the difference. When you
I can
design,
easily tell them go pick something up. They going because they like it and they chose it.
mm-hmm.
They're gonna make. Now they might come to me or they might go to Monique and say, "What shoes should I wear with this?" Now we getting into the styling part of it. But they didn't already chose the outfit.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When we had the shows before, I was literally impressed by what some of the guys do on their own. Like some of the outfits y'all put, I was like,
Especially the ones that's supposed to be for the female, because you know a lot of the stuff that I have are for the females, but if the guys they can feel in some of it too. And you could again, I always say, who's to say it's just for females?
yeah,
Because you have clothes that can be unisex.
yeah.
You got blazers and
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
rock the
that.
blazers.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They put it
jeans.
with their own jeans and stuff. Like I've seen some of the pieces, and I'm like, oh, I love what they did with that because
Mhm.
they're creatives too. And sometimes I like to see what they're going to do.
Right.
You know. Now, if I don't like it, y'all will know because I say take that damn thing off real
Exactly.
quick. When
Exactly.
you can be right. Who put this on? Who put this on you? And I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Like, no, why would you do that? But I at least want to give them an opportunity to show what it is that they're capable of doing. And it lets us see what they are capable of doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to that part, you know, something that I haven't really created, that's why, and some people, I'm sure there's a lot of models that be like, damn, she don't never do stylists or nothing. And I do. Sometimes I do. That's why we have fittings. But if you come in the day of a show, I'm going to be like, all right, those are the pieces we pick. Pick something off the rack. If you can wear it, fit it, you know. But it is definitely different when I actually sew my pieces.
Mhm.
Everybody's not gonna
Mhm.
get in it like that.
And I'm like this, like I will say, I'm more about a whole look. Like you're not gonna just put on just the outfit. Oh, you gotta have the glasses. You got it's a vibe. You know what I mean? It's gotta be the whole vibe. It's gotta be the look. Like it's gotta be finished. Like you gotta have a hat, top to the side. I want the shade. I want when you come out there, you gotta make a statement. That's what I like. I like it to make a statement. I don't want, just to close sometimes, but I like to show out all the way sometimes.
And I think we've gotten away from that, honestly. I
Yeah.
feel like, which is why, to be honest, a lot of, because I actually tried out I submitted, what was it for? I think AdFrame. I don't think it was this year, it was last year. And they didn't pick me. And I was kind of mad at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, well, it's fine that they didn't pick me because the pieces that I sent was from the boutique. They weren't pieces that I made. But the year prior to that, I only submitted pieces that I made and I was chosen. But it just so happened, it rained on the day that I was originally supposed to do it. And I had already submitted committed myself to another event the next day. So they moved all of the designers over to the next day and I wasn't able to do it. I wasn't going to not do the other thing. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, and if I could have did both, I would have did both. But I had already, locked in. So it just showed me that people want to see the creative side. They want to see originality. And I feel like we need more of that here in Baltimore because what I'm starting to see is a lot of the same, when it comes to these events, a lot of the same designers are being recycled.
Yeah, and that's the reason we're doing the tour.
Yes.
To expose new talent in new cities and get the emerging artists out, right?
Right. Yeah. So I think we gotta get back to that creative side. I think 2020, with COVID and everything, some people got creative, but some people also got lazy.
Yeah.
And we became more mediocre.
Yeah.
So then I'm talking for myself too, you know, because when they come to these shows, especially since I got this boutique and everything, I just be like, okay, we'll just use some pieces from the boutique. But whereas though, if I didn't have those clothes, in order for me to show something, I would have to sit my butt at that sewing machine. You know, but my main focus right now is getting to the New York Fashion Week, so we definitely are going to be breaking out a whole collection for that. But yeah, but I do want to know. I have a question for all of you. What has been your favorite moment or your best moment in the industry so far?
Let me go first.
And then no, it does not have to be with me.
I was thinking about, I've done a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I was in Step Up too. I modeled in steps. I modeled states, you know, all up and down the East Coast, backup dance, I choreographed and stuff. I don't know, just in general, I enjoy just being able to perform or be on stage. It's just, it feeds me as a creative, as we've been talking about the whole time. I just being able to do it every time, being invited every time, asked to audition, or I want you to be this or be there. Every time, it's just the whole moment, period. I love it all. Whether you want me to dance, model, write a song or rap, whatever, it's just being creative and seeing the looks on the people's faces in the crowd, the energy, the positivity. You know, I always said, this is an old saying, I'm saying something in high school, like, the fact that when I'm on stage, everybody paying attention to me for that moment while I'm there, no one's thinking about that. Nobody thinking about that. Like being helped, they're being entertained and they're having joy, and I provide that to them. So, like I said, it's the whole moment. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great perspective. Like that.
Damn.
I mean, I guess for me, I would say, I guess I'll use the same example. My first show, because it took me out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be not real shy, but a little timid. You know what I'm saying? Then like to be the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like to be the center of attention now, but it's
Like it now?
no, she's laughing, but that's not. I mean, I don't mind it now, but you know, back then I would hate it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be in the back of the corner or somewhere while watching everybody else do something.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. It's been 4 years, but you know, just so it's just for me, it's just mostly that moment because just seeing the reaction from the crowd, kind of just like it's like okay, you know, maybe I do, you know, because I've always been told like I have that look, that face for a model, but I've never been comfortable to take myself out that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to somehow, some way meet up with her and. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of feedback do you get now?
I get it's all good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
feedback.
they go crazy.
Yeah, all
They go
good.
crazy.
You single? Single? Married?
Am I single? Yeah, I'm single.
Ladies, y'all hear him now. The Facebook Live is definitely live. For sure. You single, Murray?
Yes, sir. Actually, been single for 7 years.
Seven.
Yeah.
Got 2 single models on the show? What?
Oh, that's right.
Chris said, boy.
Well, I'm gonna say for me, my favorite times. I've done numerous fashion shows, even you know, in Jersey, the International Fashion Design shows. I was downtown Silver Spring doing Spring Street Glam, blah blah blah. I've done lots and lots of fashion shows. Howard University, University of Maryland, all that, all around the DMV. But I honestly love photo styling the most, and a lot of people are surprised because I'm a designer. I do love photo shoots, and you know, I just love styling shoots. And I styled a shoot for Melissa Ford, and that was one of my favorite shoots. I say that because she just the way she was in a bad mood, but she got on set that day, and I remember she had like attitude, but she tried on some other stuff, and she just kind of had like a lot of people weren't feeling her at the time. But when she put my outfit on, I had this feather jeans and this feather bra. Boy, she made it fire. She just my styling skills to the test because even though these girls were sexy dancers and they could dance their butts off, some of them couldn't model. I was like, you out there shaking your ass and you don't know how to pose for a picture. I mean, they were like deer in headlights, some of them. So it was a challenge for me to like get them to, you know, pose according to what they were wearing. They were wearing different outfits. They brought their own stuff for this one, so I just had to style. But Gerald Barnes was being cute. He was like, he was just like, do your thing. Like, do your thing. Being, you know, it was just like being in my element. And that is one time when I'm not looking at the clock. I'm not, you know, checking my phone. I'm totally in that.
Focus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for a hair on your shoulder. I'm looking for the finished product. Again, the visionary. You know, you got to be able to see that picture before it ends. I'm trying to find the Melissa Ford picture. It's old, but I'm proud of that because it was in I think it was. Hold on, don't get me wrong. I can't even remember the name of it. I think it was Avon. I don't know, but
it was a published magazine.
it was a published magazine, and she did the damn thing. She made my stuff hot, and I appreciated that. And like to this day, I still, you know, I'm proud because she was the vixen, you know, the model vixen back in the day, and you know, here it is right here. And she had a fire behind her, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of my pivotal moments, you know.
Hot.
Yeah. She was hot. So, yeah.
Yeah, and those are things to be proud of.
Yeah.
Because it's something you can put on your resume, you know, and it's still something that's relevant and you can actually use it now to this day. Like, it's just some things that you're always going to be able to, it's never going to die out. You get what I'm saying? You know, photo shoots, pictures, it's basically showing our skills, you know, showing your skills and stuff like that.
And that's the thing, like the stuff I make, I don't like regular everyday stuff. You gotta have, I make stuff that will look good in a photo, like it'll give you a statement. It'll make your outfit elevated and it'll take it to somewhere else. I don't want the Kmart dress, I don't want the Macy's dress. I want you to wear, like you might have to be on stage, you might have to be a speaker, you may have to be a model doing a photo shoot. You know, there's like statement pieces. It's not like regular day.
Like you come through that door, somebody they're gonna be looking like, oh,
They gonna say,
who made that out?
they got a curse. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, damn.
Right.
If it's not like, damn, I gotta do something else to it. You know, so that's the kind of stuff I like. I gotta make you curse.
I was looking for Dandy.
Oh, I think
You know that time I also like? I like that time we went to the railroad tracks.
Oh yeah, when I did shoot.
That needed a lot of creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
like
did
that.
that's another thing when we're getting ready to do
on
that.
location.
Yeah, we getting ready to do that. Saturday we're gonna be doing some content. Y'all gonna see. We're not gonna tell y'all what we doing yet, but y'all gonna see us. We're gonna be in DC doing some promo and stuff like that. I think that is another thing that helped back in the day when I first started, back in 2004 when I first started. We literally went out as groups. We went out as a group, as a unit, promoted, networked. We went to other people's events, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. As you get older, you kind of get tired easily. Especially because it's different now. I mean, even back then I was working a 9 to 5. I was working, you know, during the day, and then at night I was promoting my business and stuff and working just like I'm doing now. But, you know, I didn't have kids. You know, earlier I did not have kids and stuff like that. It was just me. So I didn't mind getting up and staying out in the streets until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then had to go up and get to work by 5. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. So, you know, now it's a little different because we got more responsibilities. But in order to see, you know, good results, you gotta be willing to put that work in. And that's the part of entrepreneurship that people forget or seem to think that that's easy.
Yeah, they don't see that.
Yeah, and nobody just wakes up and get 1 million followers like that.
Right.
Nobody wake up and they're bringing in $10 million in a day. You get what I'm saying? Like they had to work for that. And a lot of times I feel that sometimes people need to see the behind the scenes. They need to see the beginning, you know, or even the during process, because it takes so much. You know, like I said, I didn't have the 50 and the 20,000 followers and all of that stuff, and it just like that, it was taken away. You know, I couldn't get it back because my number wasn't. I didn't do the things that I needed to do to be able to keep it, right?
Yeah.
So now that I know that, I make sure every time if I change my phone number, or if I change, which I don't usually do often, but if I change my phone or whatever, I gotta update stuff, or you know. So those are important things that people have to learn too, because sometimes, you know, you think you forget the little stuff.
Yeah.
That's a little thing. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? You gotta be safe, because if you build your platform, you know, and I was just, Chris was there, we sitting there shutting down shop at security, and I'm literally on my phone as somebody's hacking my phone, hacking my social media. I gotta watch them do it. And then within seconds, I had over 30 people reach out to me, just like that. Your phone is being hacked, somebody's hacked your page, so reached out. I
How did
think
you tell?
because
So
they
I
was
had
literally,
someone-
they logged out. They was logging me out. So when I went to go log back in, I was not able to get back in. So they were changing my passwords and stuff as I was on Instagram. So I was able to see it. So because my daughter actually kept Tanya, shout out to TT, she actually got me back in to it. But because so many people had already reported it, they shut it down completely. So I had to start all the way back over again, which is why y'all see me on social media. Hey, follow me on this hackathon. I don't even know what my name is no more on social media. Facebook, I can't even get my real name no more. That's why y'all see Critique Johnson and not Sharon Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So, which is fine with me. I'd rather be known by my business name anyway. You know, I like the alias situation.
So I wonder why do they attack people that have a certain amount of followers?
Because they think that they're gonna get money out of people. Like first, that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
They were trying to, like, first of all, I don't ask anybody for anything. Cash apps, and you think, then you talk about, oh, I got $10,000. Let me show you how to do it. First of all, if anything, I'm gonna say, hey, I got a class, honey. You know what I'm saying? Sign up for this class and let's make it happen. Everybody know what I do. So for somebody to just go straight into your DM and be like, oh, I need. Can I borrow some money for Cash App, or can you send this to me?
Oh, they were sending that out?
Yes,
You?
yes, through me, and I'm like, and anybody that know me knows I'm not doing that. So you know, shout out to all the people that reported it, even though I wish I would have waited just a couple more seconds. But yeah, they literally, and they got back into it twice within that time frame of us getting back in, but. On social media, they was going to town with their report and they shut it all the way down, and I had to start back over again. But at least I didn't. One thing that I did learn, and I would tell this to any business owner: make sure that you have, like, I always had a person. Even though I don't ever really show, you see my little bit of my personal life, but I'm all business on social media. That's really all I use it for. If anything personal, you're just gonna be able to say, hey, she's a family person. That's it. You just see me. Pictures of my kids, pictures of my nieces, my nephews, and my family doing stuff. But other than that, I'm all strictly business on social media. So I might have a personal page, but that personal page is going to be a business page, but that's going to be a backup page for something else in case I get hacked again. You got what I'm saying? Hopefully that don't happen no time
I
soon.
got into it with someone on social media, which I never really entertain people on social media.
Facts.
Care less.
Right.
But they made a comment, so I was saying something about my husband. I was commenting on somebody else posted, and they were like, I bet you don't have a picture of him on your social media. And I said, my social media is for business. I said, but we've been together before social media. So
Right.
I said, we've grown over here. Like, we've been social media official before social media.
Right.
So he don't care about all that.
Right.
And if you scroll down, you will see him. But I'm like, I don't hide my husband.
Right.
But
First of all, I think that
he's safe. Like,
it's
I'm not
other
gonna respect you. You're
business,
not a
though.
real couple. But I don't see your husband on your page.
So people
I
live
have a
online.
business.
yeah, everything to them is real online. Like, people gotta understand social media. With social media, you can basically live out a whole fantasy life.
Yeah.
And people will not know I can sit here and portray like I'm this millionaire and everybody's gonna believe it because that's what I said and that's how I carry myself. But guess what? That ain't the daggone facts at the end of the day. So for me, I try to be, not even try, I'm very authentic. I am who I am. I am who you see. I don't portray to be any more than what I am or well, any less than what I am. I only show what I am working towards being at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what all people should do. But that's not. Social media really is an opportunity for some people. Like, you got some people who don't have any friends. You get what I'm saying? But on social media, they got millions of followers.
But that's what I'm saying. We are in the matrix, y'all.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Everything is opposite. Like, why would you assume I don't show my husband on social media when I have a real family life? Like, I have a real husband, I have real kids, I got real everything, but because it's not on social media, it's not real.
Right.
So basically, you think social media is more real than real life.
Right.
And then think about it. Remember, before, you used to get in trouble. You could not go in the store with a bag. Now you got 2 bags.
Exactly. Yeah.
You couldn't go in the store with a mask on or in a bag. But then it was with the mask on. You know what I'm saying? You see how backwards we are now?
Yeah.
Right
And
is
then-
wrong today, and wrong is right.
Right.
Yep.
Everything is flipped around. It's so crazy to me. Like, we are really in the matrix because y'all have lost your mind. Like, I'm not married because I don't have my husband on my business page. Like, you don't need to be in my business like that. Like, I'm seriously, like, when I tell you I'm an extroverted introvert, like, I'm very private with my private life. I'll give you bits and pieces of what you see, but that's it. Like, I believe my talent was God given, and that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see God when you see me.
Right.
That's what you're gonna see. That's all you need to see. You need to see all that.
Right. That's true. And I always say, mind your business.
Right.
Mind your goddamn
But that's the
business.
thing. They don't have no business.
Yeah. And people, you don't even have to put out there that you married, single, or anything. People just want to assume, period. You can go sit here and take a picture with somebody. Like, oh, they didn't count.
Right.
First of all, it's been times where I did photo shoots with people, and because I post a picture with a guy and we're matching, we are in a whole collection. It's a whole clothing collection that somebody or myself has
And
designed.
y'all go together now.
But we go together. No, this man is a whole damn model.
That's a new boo.
Yeah, right. That's what they know. That's like,
People make
yeah.
up stuff in their mind.
Yes.
Because they made it up, it gotta be true.
Right.
Now imagine this stuff. You're not even a celebrity like that. So imagine with the celebrities out there.
All the time.
It's
She's
crazy.
like, watch this. You know, I'll be messing. I'm glad, man. I'll be messing with people like, watch this. I'm gonna let you live in that fantasy for just a little bit. I'm gonna have fun with it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's crazy. Like, people are just mad. They let this. We're in a what they call an alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are.
Mhm.
Think about it. It's all smoke and mirrors all day long.
Right.
You know, backwards. But anyway.
They be in the comments saying things I be looking at. I'm like, are you serious? That's what you got from this picture? Or that's what you got from this video? What is wrong with you?
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. But that's why I don't engage with I don't get into like that was a one-off for me to get into with this person because I stated a fact that happened to me. And this people that don't have that same reality want to argue with me about my life. And I'm like, but that's not your experience. You can't discount mine, right? You know?
Mhm.
So I mean, it's a waste of energy. So you know, I don't entertain.
Yeah.
But it just blows me how some people mentality is.
So I have a question. So as models, I know Dame had one, but as models, do you think, because I put the emotions and everything, and I post stuff on my stories and promote and whatever, do you think it's necessary to? Because I also put flyers on my actual page too, my feed, so people can see it. Do you think it's necessary to go and create another account specifically for the entertainment portion?
For the modeling.
Yeah, modeling.
I do think so. I think that because especially if, like for myself, I have like Critique the Empire is now like my personal page, but it's also a page that I'm utilizing for the mental health aspect of what I do. So you'll see more. Granted, we've been promoting the tours. So I kind of been like promoting on all platforms, but once I get into the development of the page, well, the beginning started off as being more so just, you'll see motivational, like I do Monday morning motivational minute. It used to be Monday morning, but now it's just Monday motivational minute, because I don't know what time I'm gonna end up doing it at this point in my life. Or I might just, share like my fitness journey, because I do boxing more so for stress reliever, and it's fun to me. Or I might share different mental health coping skills and mechanisms. Then I have the House of Critique Glam Lounge, which is the actual boutique and salon business. So you'll see more hair, more clothing, And then I have the entertainment, where you'll see my artists, my models, the shows and stuff like that. But and then I also outside of my own platforms, I manage other platforms. I manage the 1920s. I also manage. So when people are hitting up the DMs for Powerful on the radio, and I'm like, y'all hitting up me.
Right.
So so basically you want to separate everything, but you can kind of always tap into, like I might. So we got the Glam Show. So the Glam Show is separate. I don't put that all on my platform. You get what I'm saying? So I'm building up each individual entity. That's just like having multiple sources of income.
Right.
You
Okay.
got what
You
I'm
can
saying?
link them on at your profile, right at the top. Like you might say, "Be More Prince choreography,"
Yeah.
and then have your in your bio your other pages, so people can
Can click on that.
yeah, they can see what else you have going on. They can link them all together,
Right.
and they know it's you and all of that.
So I gotta stop being lazy, pretty much.
I mean, but yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. When you do a lot, it's like, man, I hate the idea of creating another
Right.
anything right now. It's so much.
It's a lot of work. It is definitely a lot of work, and even like for myself right now, I'm up like it's about the 2:30, 3 o'clock. Wake ups. Like I'm right now because I'm in creative mode and tour mode. My normal schedule, I'm usually up by 4:30, 5 o'clock.
I never feel bad texting her in the morning. Ever. I can call her. Yeah, what's up? I'm like, oh my god. That's how my sister is. She thinks I get up early. No, that one.
Lately, I've been getting up 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it's because I see stuff. If I see stuff, well, now I've been getting home. Like I'll get home, I go straight to sleep because I don't do a lot. I kind of got over the past this year. I kind of got into like a social anxiety thing where I was isolating myself a little bit, and then especially when I had to shut down the store. It was like, all right, now I gotta go into isolation because now I gotta figure things out. I wasn't sure what direction I was gonna go in. And it kind of also almost got into a depression mode. But I had my friends and my family that helped lift me up. And then you got, y'all don't understand. Right, y'all don't understand, how much doing these events and stuff, it actually helps me a lot. Because, even when my grandmother passed away, I went into a deep, deep depression to the point where I couldn't even do my job. My mental health job, I had 30 clients. And I literally got those clients right before I found out about my grandmother. And so trying to mentally help somebody else while you also going through but no, you trying to be the strong one because I had to be there for my family and stuff like that, help my mom get through it, it was just a lot. So I really never had a moment to breathe. So me, it was all right, I started doing everything else. And one of the first shows that I actually did was in October. I did for cancer awareness, which my grandmother died because, due to that. I did in October of that year. I did, we came back. That was one of the first shows that I did back after COVID. Well, during that process of COVID. Once we was able to go back into the restaurants and stuff, but we couldn't go back into the venues yet.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, me and DJ Duke, we started doing them in the clubs and the lounges. Any place that had a kitchen you could do events, they could be open. Because they sold food. If they didn't sell food, venues and stuff was closed. So I was used to doing, the gala center, big spaces. And we couldn't go to that. So in order for me to keep everybody doing something, everybody was bored, they was tired of being locked in, so everybody was like, you want to do another show? My main purpose for coming back was really to just do that one show. And then I was thinking I wasn't gonna keep going. After I think everybody, that was one of the biggest shows that we had since I had came back in 2020.
Which one?
The Cancer Awareness Show. That was the one I did, the pink show.
But where was it at?
It was at Sizzle, Club Sizzle in it was at Pulaski Highway, I think. Yeah, it was out there. And we had a lot of people show up for that event. It was a lot of people. And after that I just kept going with it. I might have took like a couple months break, but it was never like a whole year. I took like literally a 4 or 5 year break from doing fashion shows at one point.
So maybe you need that time to reset.
Yeah. And I got a lot of networking in. Like, this, honestly, when you try, like, when I tour and I do shows, I include everybody. Like, literally, from the makeup artist, the hairstylist, everybody's traveling with me. So I'm not traveling in small packages. You know what I'm saying? I got to worry about everybody having hotels, somewhere to sleep, all that stuff. Transportation. So it's a lot that goes into it. Food. Yeah, we had cater. We had A&D Catering was touring with me. So we had food catered, breakfast, everything catered. It wasn't us eating at the hotel. We had catered food. So it's a lot to go into that. You get what I'm saying? The DJ, then bring equipment because if the place don't have equipment, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. That's why when I get frustrated when I say, hey, we have practice or we, post your flyer. Like, it's a lot that goes into this. So if everybody is not playing their part, then it's like everything falls on me when it don't work out. But it's like I'm doing my part. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. But I think that part right there, taking a moment to like step back and just focus on myself, it kind of like helped push me a little further too. So now when I'm coming back and I'm bringing other people with me, I've already been there. So I already know what to expect. I already know the people, places, and things that I need to have. That way when everybody else comes along, it's like, all right, I'm already on point. Right. Then I gotta get everybody else on point. You get what I'm saying?
It's like Chris says, boss-ish.
Yeah, you got, he the same way. He gets up there, with the foundation and he doing his food and, he's the first one that gotta be there.
But I want to ask Chris something though. Because he is so he uplifts everybody else and he's always in a good mood. Have you ever, what do you do when you, I know you get down sometimes about stuff, so what do you do, how do you handle what she just said she went through? Like, have you ever had a time where you just was like, man, I don't know, I'm coming and going, I don't know what's up and down?
Man, I think just prayer. I've been gone so long as I've been gone, I learned how to tap into just that peace, being able to shut everything down. God gave me that strength to be able to do that. Even when stuff be going crazy, like she said, when you hosting something, when stuff go wrong, it falls on you. Forget who. If I let y'all come and do something with me and it's something bad, I'm already prepared, to take the crack for it. But at the same time, I know how to pivot. We do that very well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't traveling for a while, so when something go bad, I just go around it, man. Like that energy, you gotta learn how to duck that energy. People shoot their shots at you, just don't let the bullets hit. I just stay focused. I keep that faith as a mustard seed, and I ain't taking no notes.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because this will get you together real quick.
But you know what? That happened to me. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go do some dashing, man. I just want some peace, like what you said. Like when I had my moments, I was like, go do that. Just meet some new people, go in this neighborhood. They might send me all the way to DC. I don't know. I don't have a dash. I end up about 80 minutes away from home. I feel like I lost. I'm getting lost. So, but that's part of my peace. That's part of God getting me away from the
I do that sometimes. I get lost and just be good with the drive.
And so I said, I knew what I wanted to do. I told you I wanted to dash. So some bookstore, whatever came to me to make a house. So Holy Spirit said, look, Chris, you gotta go to the refrigerator. So I'm like, yeah, the refrigerator. I'm trying to get the money. But I said, you know what? I ain't gonna be obedient. I go to the refrigerator. I go park up on 2900 with food drive just had refrigerators right there. So as I pulled up a park right there, 2 minutes later, a truck pulled up. Truck pulled up, white lady get out, and walk to the refrigerator. Other guy come out, she talking to him like, how you doing? So I'm like, up on one minute, like, hey, how you doing? She's like, how you doing? I'm good. I said, what's going on? How you hear about this? He said, oh, I follow you on social media. She's like, I knew that y'all had something in here. I knew we had no food in the house, so I stopped there and said, grab some stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So she go grab a few things. It was ranch cereal, some sandwiches. So she go back to the truck. So she come back. She's like, I forgot to get something. She forgot to get it. She didn't grab. So I said, all right, well, you need help? She's like, no, I got it. She said, no, but I got my daughter with me though. I said, oh yeah, where she at? She said she in the car. I said, so she got the stuff that she forgot. She took that back to the car. So when she came back, she got her daughter with her, which is a nice little black young lady, right? She let me know that she ain't racist. Basically, that's what she was telling me coming in. You want me to let me know that. But man, I ain't racist either. I love all people. Okay, because so the daughter say, Mommy, we got food. We got food tonight. It touched my heart. So it opened the door for me to say, well, how many more children do you have? You know, this God talking now because I don't know where the conversation coming from, but I know it's coming from something good. So I said, how many children? She said, I got 5. I said, 5? I said, man, you ain't grabbing enough stuff the first time. You got 5 kids. You got 5 kids plus her, 4, her, and you. That's 6. And we got husbands. That's people now. I said, all right. So I said, man, why don't you just you and your daughter come go ahead and grab some more stuff. I said, matter of fact, I got chips in my car too, so I got a big bag of chips. So I grabbed 5 bags of chips for the kids. The little girl was like, oh my God, Mom, we got food to eat. And it's doing something to me. But when she said, like, hey, chips and stuff, they go into the car, she said, I want to ask you something. The white lady said to me, she said, I'm going to go put the stuff in the car and my daughter and leave her in the car. I want to come back. I want you to pray for me. Like, huh? So God put his hands on us. It don't matter about the title, because I ain't no pastor. So I told her, I said, man, well, you're not a pastor, right? She said, I know, but I don't know you are. So some people without titles can make things happen. Some people without titles can reach God. And from what I'm understanding, that lady knew I got to shit with God. So we prayed right there out in the hood. And say, you feel me? And it did something to me. So that was some peace that came. God gave me some extra, whatever I needed that I was lacking in, because by the time we said amen, I felt like I was Superman again. You feel me? So I'm just saying, man, we always got to be available. Like, I ain't talking about for people, but be available for God. When he's speaking to you, be available for him. You might be available for him, might be gig. I'm trying to speak y'all language to y'all because you never know who's watching you. Everybody watching.
That's true.
My partner, another girl, he on TikTok said, hey, I want to come to the food drive, but my wheelbarrow messed up. I'm like, wheelbarrow messed up? What? I stay in my lane. Hey, baby, I do food. I don't know about no wheels, no
Right.
I know somebody, we got somebody to do that. So, boom, long story short, I gave the information over to him. Boom, they connected together. He fixed the car, whatever the case may be. But I ain't taking no. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm staying in my lane. So if modeling's your lane, stay in your lane. God got it. Listen, I don't never know God to deliver no body blessings to nobody else's house. He don't do that.
That's true.
So just stay in your lane, stay the course, man. I know it get hard sometimes. Things be beating you up. People beat you up. You know what I mean? So just got keep your eyes on him, man.
Amen.
Yeah, that's a word right there.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really good about the story is how you said what you were gonna do, and then how you were led to go in a whole different direction.
I was money.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I was going to Nash. God did
Like, nope, I have an assignment for you.
God did this come first. I gotta make sure I do that. I want to go sell books. I want to make clothes. I want to go cut grass. I want to go wash cars. Like, these are my businesses. I'm naming the businesses right now. These are my businesses that I got. But sometimes having those businesses, easy as God gave them to you, bless you with them, He can take them away too.
Yeah.
So don't put that before Him. And I've been still having that because I put Him first. Food drives, you think I want to do a food drive every Saturday? No. But I know that's kingdom work. A lot of people waiting on God to use whoever He gonna use to make sure that He get what He need to get to whoever He need to get to. And right now it's me. As far as up there, you know. So I'm available, Lord. Send me. Send me.
That's how I feel about when I make clothes sometimes. It's like people see like the outfit, or I see it as like, that's the vision God gave me. Like, that was, like he said,
Make me look good.
yeah, but it's like, this was the vision, this is God's work, you know what I mean? Because He's the one that gave me the vision to make this like this, you know?
Right.
So, you know, that's deep right there, you know? So our talent is God given. That's why I don't understand when people hate on other people and their
because, and then not even that they don't have a vision, they don't know how to tap into it. Because sometimes people allow distractions to keep them from what God wants them to do, you know, and we allow trust me, I've been there. I've been down, depressed, and didn't know what I was going to do, and it took for my godmother and my mother to team up on me and get me out of it. My godmother, I literally was in my work clothes. I would sit there, go to work, because I couldn't stand the post office at this time. I was ready to go. I was so miserable, and it took, but I was going through something a lot deeper than the post office, as a personal life. And I would sit there, I would go to work, I would look at the door, be in the parking lot, and I would turn the opposite direction. And as long as my kids were safe, they was at camp, I was good. I went home, I was at my mom's house one time, and I was just sitting there and in my uniform on the bed, and it just like zoned out. And she went and got my godmother, and my godmother came in and said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You better than this. And sometimes it takes that, whether it's a family member, a friend, that's God right there. That's God talking to you to get you out of whatever you're going through, you know. And it took me at that moment, that next day, I actually and when I did it helped me a lot. And I think that's kind of how I really tapped into wanting to get into the mental health field too more, because I wanted to help people, you know, because there's a lot that I went through by myself, you know. And then a lot of times, you know, especially our culture, we shy away from therapy. We are told, you know, just keep pushing. You know, it's gonna be okay. It's all right. Just keep pushing. Some people can't keep pushing. That's why you got a lot of suicide. You know what I mean? A lot of it. I've had people that I know personally that, you know, went through it and they actually followed through with it. You know, so I think that sometimes we have to kind of take that isolation, not more so isolate yourself, but just take a moment to yourself to kind of like figure things out. Because things can kind of get, you know, even with business, things can get overwhelming.
But that's why I tell people continue to work in your gifts, because they can be outlets too.
Mm-hmm.
It's therapeutic for me to make outfits and design stuff. It's a creative outlet, but it really is therapeutic. And I feel like as long as you're working and your passion, even if you have a 9 to 5, make time for your gifts, because it can be therapeutic, you know, as you work through whatever you're going through. And of course, get therapy too, but definitely have an outlet.
And come see me, y'all.
Yeah, she's really good at that.
It's definitely a therapist, because sometimes a sign of depression is you not doing the things you love to do. Like if you want to do the designs and you just for some reason just can't get the strength or energy or the creativity to do it, that's a sign of depression. So that's where therapy come in. But once you get the therapy, cause I've been to therapy too, and as she spoke it several times, I did attempt suicide 3 times actually in my life. I'm still here though, and I know I'm here for a purpose.
Yeah.
But after I got the therapy and understood a lot of stuff that was going on and why I was feeling this way and everything and childhood trauma, that's when I have no problem with doing that outlet, like you were saying, which is my passion and my gift from God. To if I have a bad day at work, then okay, I'll put some music on and I'll just dance or think of some stuff. I might not even show it to nobody, but just think some choreography or something. So it's like 2 in 1, you know what I'm saying? Get that therapy, because, you know, color folks don't want to do therapy.
Exactly.
And I might not be if I didn't eventually turn to it. You know, so I'm a big
God
advocate
bless
for that.
Yeah, thank God you did do that. Yay, yes. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I've had times, this is why getting back into designing is big for me, because I did put it off at times. It's like, when I had my son and got married and stuff, I was like, you know, I was a wife and I didn't have time. I felt like I didn't have time to do that stuff. I really put everything off to the side, and I focused more on the styling, photo shoots here and there. But designing is like a calling for me, so it's like a big deal for me to get back into that. And I never threw out my stuff. You know, I kept it, and I said, I know God was like, what was that? Reserved. Yeah, I reserved it, and now I'll get back out there and getting into it. So that's a big deal, because it's, you know, sometimes your gifts, you don't have to go after them. They call you. You know what I mean? It's like, this is you. God's like, just, you know, that's what you do, right? So, that's you. You always think
One thing about passion, right? In a 9 to 5, they ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
that. No.
So you got people that get up and go to a 9 to 5, they cussing, they late, they doing everything. I don't want to be here, but we always want to grow from. That's a thing you learning right there. So when you don't want to do something, you learn how to do something else, but you gotta be willing to do it for yourself, though.
Right.
So if I can get up 9 to 5 and I really don't want to be here, why am I here?
Man, that's the motivation.
Your mustard seed got to supersede the seed for you going for that next person. So the same amount of energy that I put in to get up to go to the job, I'm always complaining about and cussing about, and I really don't want to be here. Let me put that same energy over here, over this side right here, and that's why I put all my energy into be more loyal. Because I know God backing me that. That's why I say God backing me, because God gave it to me. So if He gives you something, He's gonna definitely supply you with everything you need attached to that thing to make it sell.
Facts.
It's a boat. We need people to paddle though. We ain't got the Titanic joint where we got to truck and the joints just moving on their own. Guess what? Even with that, somebody's still rolling. Somebody's still adding cold. It's a job. So it's a team thing. So, man, all I can say is, man, stop being when you're being tolerated and come be where you gonna celebrate you.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So, so let's say God gives you a gift, right? Natural born gift, which my gift is art. So I can draw, I can write poems, I can do anything like that.
You ain't tell me that.
Because you're gonna be using that.
The gatekeeper.
Right.
But I'm not passionate about it, right? So, you see, that's not my question.
Alright.
But pretty much, so what do I do? Like if I know I'm good at something, but I'm just not passionate about it.
I would say put it into what you're passionate about. What are you passionate about?
I knew he was gonna ask that question too. I'm just right now in my life, I'm passionate about bettering my life.
And,
That's what my passion is.
okay.
And that's in any way necessary. But like I was talking to her, I was talking to her about opening my own business. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be like that mentor to help me.
Why don't you draw? Why don't you draw the logo and
That's what they have. What's it called? That's what AI for.
You know what?
You're taking away from your passion. You gotta get wrong.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm not passionate about drawing.
But you
But you know how to
I
do
know
it.
how to draw.
Yeah.
I know how to draw real well.
So let me answer your question as best I can. So passion, right, is it's a feeling. Passion is a desire to achieve what I think I love doing, right? God gave us gifts too. Gifts and passions aren't the same thing. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you distinguish. Now you can take the gift God gave you and you can become passionate about it. Like she said about the logo just now. So being though, you know, I'm passionate about wanting to better myself. God gave me all these different tools. Now I got to use them. So once you start allowing that tool, which is your artwork, sit there and play with it for a minute. You said she will help you with the business. Now you think in business now, okay, you come up with something so it's going to represent my business. Because when you draw it, it's going to represent you. So you're going to sit there and you're going to be passionate about it. You're going to become passionate about it. Because that's something you want to do and you want to fit into what your dreams are. Right?
Yeah.
And that's your business. So now you got her coaching, you seeing her design, you seeing logos, you seeing Powerful on Radio, you seeing Facebook got logos, Instagram got logos. So now you got to figure out now, I'm passionate about wanting to change myself and my business. What do I want to draw to make me stand out from everybody else so that when, like, you know, Batman symbol, you know, you try with Batman on the way, right? Okay, so now, what can you draw that can make people, hold up, I know who business that is. See how they both work together? But they ain't the same thing though.
Yeah, so that's what another part of aspect of being a model, right? So it's helping me put my face up there. You know what I'm saying? So in hopes that eventually, but not hopes that because it will, you gotta put it in the head. You know what I'm saying? So it will eventually, my face will be attached to this logo, and plus my job that I'm working right now. It all correlates with each other. So I do Amazon delivery, so my business, which I don't really want to say, but it's mostly like a moving / cleaning business. So it all correlates within each other, you know what I'm saying? Hand out little business cards as I'm living packages. You know what I'm saying? People with these big ass houses. Obviously, people want to need a house clean.
So you doing you doing your passion now.
I have a plan. I'm just not.
You just said it. You just told me everything about it. I know what you're saying now. Listen.
Yeah.
You learning right now how to form your business. Yeah. Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you work under it, so now you learning. You set this up with your trucks now. Mm-hmm. Now you got it. Everybody see the Amazon logo with it. Amazon. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you running Amazon. You need to have your logo everywhere you go to. So now you got to come up with an idea with your gift, so your gift can make room for you. Your gift, put it on that paper, and then you put it up. You recognize that Amazon. You already know.
I see people doing
Yeah, but them flyers, when you
Drop
go
that
around to these houses, they somehow got a flyer
Yeah.
on the porch.
it. I ain't got nothing to
Other
do
than,
with it.
yeah, you ain't gotta, you don't have to do it on your job. But, you know.
I know you deliver Amazon, but your gift need to be better than Amazon. It is. So all you got to do is make it. You draw it so it stand out, not just the A-M arrow.
Yeah.
Well, now you can do that.
It's not
Arrow. So when you put the arrow on the thing, that you drop that box, drop that logo right on top of it. Oh, hey, what's this?
Or underneath them. Put it on top of them.
You feel me? There you go.
But let me say this though, because one thing that God will do, right? Like y'all said, you're learning process right now. God gonna put you in certain places that you need to be in order to learn from them, right? So, granted, like you said, movement service or cleaning service, you need to be focusing on the type of locations that you're at, because you might be sent there to meet someone, if that makes sense, right? Like me being at the post office, the way I started, it ain't nothing like how when I started, right? It taught me how to get up every day in the morning for myself. Everything that I learned at the post office, I now do for myself. Work 7 days a week, holidays, you get what I'm saying? When I didn't feel like getting up, now I can now take that, delivering mail and packages and stuff like that to 500, 600, sometimes 800, residents or businesses. Networking and stuff like that. Like when I went into them places, especially the corporate businesses and stuff like that, it was times where I went into art districts, fashion industry companies. It was somebody there that I needed to meet while I was there. So you get that information. That's why I had business cards. You know what I'm saying? So at every situation, you have to take advantage of it. Because again, you're not only there to deliver packages, and that's how you gotta look at it. You gotta ask yourself,
look at it as an opportunity.
right?
Yes,
You gotta ask
yeah.
yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to get from this experience? That's in every job that you.
And what
You
is
get
the
what I'm saying?
opportunity?
Right, you got the blueprint for the routes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That
saying.
backtrack on routes and drop your flyer.
What's
Yeah.
funny is, like I said, it also correlates to me meeting her because let's say I worked back at that job back then. I'm not talking to my customers, so I'm just dropping packages on. Now I have a relationship, so especially the woman, they want to marry, mom married, they want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, where was you at yesterday? Or, so I see everything is going in a circle. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
See?
Yeah.
It all starts
Inspire
with you.
him.
It all starts with you.
So much inspiration.
You in control of how far we're gonna go now.
Yeah.
Because you want to control.
Let me find out. We gotta have this table painted red.
Red table.
Red table talk.
We gonna go
Right.
We gonna go out the black table. The black table.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God.
look, we got one. I was looking for him. Bandy.
Oh.
Bandy, come on over here, Bandy.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to get you on set.
This Bandy, look, we gonna move over. Wait, it's another chick. I'm trying to get out. We gonna move it on over.
What's going on?
Hi, baby.
I'm gonna move this one over here.
We live too.
Yeah, take this.
Oh, you better get on here with us. You better get on here with us. Okay, so
Hey, Bandy.
like I said earlier, this is the Powerful One Radio Show. This is the Be More Loyal Show. I am host Scott Kiss White. We got another special guest in the building. Introduce yourself. We already prayed this in. Covered you.
Bandy, everybody. How y'all doing, everybody?
Yeah.
It's good to be back on set with everybody for a
So what's going on, Mr. Band? Tell us what you got. All this fashion going on. You got this.
I just came back from up New York from New York Fashion Week. That's what it was about. It was, I think it was actually a Unique Mode Fashion Week. So that's the name of the production that ran by a lady, Miss Monique. So that was cool up there. It's always about being able to, go out of town and get to experience new things. And I drove up there, y'all. It wasn't as bad as people say. All you have to do is just know how to drive. That's what it is.
That's gay driving.
That's what it is.
right
If
there.
you can drive to New York. That's all it is.
Okay.
What about all them daggone? Did you have an easy pass?
No.
Oh,
So that's what I'm telling you. The tolls weren't even all that. I didn't kick out no more than $60 for tolls.
that's it.
Swear to God. So
You
that's
know
what I
what I
said.
mean?
That's why you gotta take it for yourself to take out the time. But it's the route that you take. So I took
No, I drove before, right? And when
All the way
I
up.
drove, I came back owing about maybe $200-300 worth of tickets. And the reason why, because no, listen, the freaking the way that the GPS was taking me, it was taking me through the Easy Pass way.
Oh yeah.
So it got me.
That's
And I'm thinking like, you know how like Baltimore, all our
Yeah, video.
is down now. You know what I'm saying? But they actually still got the people in the tolls once you get to a certain area. So I'm like,
every single one.
I'm over here in the daggone
Every
Easy
single
Pass,
one.
and I'm looking over there like, oh my God, they over there, and I think we're supposed to pay for that. I got home, and man, New York was sending me tickets. I was mad as hell.
I made a new friend.
You went through PA?
No, I just took 95 straight up to New Jersey Turnpike and took that straight
I had
over.
to take that drive from South Carolina.
Oh, yeah,
In a box truck, a FedEx truck.
Oh, man. You was on your what's that movie? Oh my God, with Tupac and
Poetic Justice.
yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
Poetic Justice thing.
Your brush, did you?
I think I did actually. It was wintertime, so it was rain, snow, man, especially New York. That's terrible.
So what are you up there, Mr. Band?
Just had a show that walk around, did my little tour, myself for real. But the show was cool. I actually wound up not training, but showing another young guy like the ropes how to do things. Because I initially went up there for one designer, and that was the girl that I knew that was in the show.
Mhm.
But as I was telling him, I said, you gotta be assertive, and not something like that. But when you go out of state, you gotta be 10 times more assertive with these designers. So I wound up walking with 3 extra people. But I walk up. You need somebody. Listen, you got all your people. If you have a garment that you want to show, I'll wait till you dress all your people, and I'll be there active.
Right.
And I wound up getting him he got some dope shots in too because the girl, she was like, we need one more model for something. I said, oh. I was just talking to the young boy over there. Come here. Everybody else walking for 2 and 3 designers already. We want to take the young boy, give him some experience. He want to get some dope shots with one of the female models that's more experienced up there. So
Right.
I told him to wind up helping him, get some more shots with his portfolio and stuff like that. So I just told him now you know. When I first started, I was the same way. I go to a show, walk for that one person, then you leave after that.
Right.
This is New York.
Yeah, you gotta
No,
take advantage.
you gotta stand no business. My name is such and such. This is what I do. This is how I look on XYZ. If you need somebody, you gotta speak up, voice yourself, push yourself out there. Because everybody's on the same thing already. They're gonna walk over you.
Yeah.
When you silent, they're gonna keep you silent unless you voice up your own opinion and stuff like that. So that was definitely cool though. I like teaching what I know. Back to other people. That's like a thing God said. You old to do to understand. Once you learn something, I teach it back to other people for to keep it in motion. So
That's your first time in New York?
that's my 3rd time actually. So my very first time it was Albany, New York. I drove up to that. That was cool. Yeah, that was in the winter time too. So it was brick up there, but it wasn't bad though. Like I said, my other time I went up to New York, I caught the bus, but that was in the winter too early this year. That was terrible, and that's why I wanted to drive back this time because the bus it never came. I'm talking about after the after party and everything. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, 3-4 o'clock in the morning. You stand up there in New York. It was as y'all know, the temps up there drop up there up north. It was cold. I had walked through the snow already for 2 hours just to get up there because at that time and then not something like that. I wasn't trying to take the cabs, and I'm like, man, my homeboy, we ready to just walk up there for real, just to save some money and all that. We wound up getting a hotel because of how cold it was, and then the bus came probably 5-6 hours later. So I was just like, yeah, I'm never doing I rather drive. I said I would drive because
Right.
you know that thing of when you want to go, when you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, all right, I said we're going to weigh those options. Either you going to wait for other transportation, or you going to do it on your own and just kick out that gas money, and then it's not even bad on gas either.
No,
Hell, I got a pound of it. So that I'm trying to tell you, I thought I was going to be in my pockets.
Mhm.
I only put. I filled up on the way there and only had to put $20 on my car to make it back here.
And it's really not. People, honestly,
People driving.
I tell people all the time, like, in order to really make it, like, if you want to make it big, you really got to try.
Yeah.
You have
For
to be willing to,
For
number
sure.
one, invest in yourself.
Mhm.
Okay? And you have to be willing to travel, and you have to learn how to talk. Because that's the number one thing. If you learn how to network, that is how I built my platform. That was how I got to know. I mean, I've worked probably with over 200 models. I worked with a ton of photographers, a ton of designers. It's been times where I've had 16 designers in one show at a time. Okay? That's why it kills me now when it's like it's hard to get 5. You know what I'm saying? But because those people I've worked with, they're all big, they doing big things too. You feel me? So now it's time to start working with newer, designers and models and stuff like that. Because those people I've worked with, they big fashion weeks, London, Milan, what's the other one? What's that one? Seoul Fashion Week and stuff like that. Like I've got people literally working in every year. They're doing this like clockwork. So again, you have to be willing to invest in yourself. I, as a designer myself, have spent money, on doing fashion weeks just to show my line. I started off first as a model, and because I built that relationship as a model, I was able to come in as a designer. And I did and stuff like that. You gotta be willing to put that time in. Nothing is gonna come to you. Nothing is just gonna be like overnight.
Right.
And it could happen like that. But you talk about like that L word that Alfonso used, longevity. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you're not willing to put the work in, you're never going to be able to last in this industry. Because then you got to worry about keeping up with the trends. They change. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, look at with the weaves. You go for what hair in the hair industry. You don't only just have. We used to just have the extensions with the braids. Now you got all types of braids. You got knotless braids. You got box braids. You get what I'm saying? Like the weaves. Now you got the K-tips and all of that. You get what I'm saying? So again, you got to be able the same way you are with the trends, with the fashion, with the hair and all that. You got to be able to be like that way with yourself. You got to be able to elevate yourself each time. Education, classes. You got to be all of that. You got to be able to pay for them classes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you don't get a certificate and then, like, okay, that's it. Education continues.
Oh.
Especially if you want to stay relevant.
So what do y'all think the number one, everybody answers, I want to hear everybody answer. What do you think the number one thing is that's stopping people from elevating to the next level?
Fear.
One thing. What you said?
Talk to us.
What you said?
Yeah, all right.
What you said?
Self-esteem. Low self-esteem.
It's fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's the type of fear, not that I'm scared you're gonna do something to me. It's the fear of failure. Nobody wanna fail. But when I fail, I prevail.
Yeah, that's true facts.
So the failure is part of the transcending to the next level. So you don't be, I'm telling the whole world right now, don't be scared to fail. Your failing is your learning experience. It's like going to school, but we ain't in school. We in real life. Life gonna keep lifing. Whether we want to fail or win, you're gonna do one. But if you step out on faith, you can win both.
Yeah.
You can conquer your fear and you can win.
Even winners fail sometimes because it's people that have gone so high, and then something happens, and something goes wrong.
Look at Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, all of them. Oprah Winfrey was on the news. Then she was let go. Had they not let her go, she would not be Oprah Winfrey. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? She wouldn't have stepped out on face. She wouldn't have got her own show. But guess what? Her being at the news was able to get. That was where she got her education. You get what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
made her
right.
network. Her face was already out there.
Training.
You get what I'm saying? The same thing with Tyler Perry. Look, I remember watching his movies on DVD. His plays on DVD. And the actor was, even now, some of the week, they still need some better hairstyles.
Yeah, I think they're getting there.
They getting there, but they still need some better. And them hairstyles, I be like, come on now, you pay too much money. They still had them messed up weaves.
And you're in Atlanta.
And you in Atlanta. The home of Atlanta. That's where they got all the beauty and fashion tips. Like, come on now. And you in Atlanta. So, but had he not invested, he took $10,000 and put it into his movie, and they ain't nobody show up for it. But had he not kept going, $10,000, I just kicked out $10,000. And back in March, January of last year, from my store, I still got the merchandise. I'm still moving it. But had I just gave up and said, well, damn, I gotta close this place now. What I'm gonna do now? I'm just gonna leave the shit in storage. And you know, my daughter just called me. She just made a sale. I'm here. You get what I'm saying?
No,
She's
that's
working
residual.
in the
Right,
shop right
right.
now.
That's
With
what you
my
call
client.
residual income.
Is it?
When you on the
She
radio,
said, she sent me like,
Nah.
Mom, look at this. I'm like, what's that? It's money. I'm like, what is that? I think it's in my or something. She's like, no, I just made a sale at the store. I'm saying, my son, who told you to open the damn door? You know, but you know, I'm at the ring, like, you know. But at the end of the day, had I got
Anyway, so.
right, you know what I'm saying? But had I said, all right, I'm closing this up, but I'm gonna let it go. You feel me? Or just gave away everything because I ain't made nothing much at that moment. Now I can continue to wherever that moves. That's my damn merchandise. You feel me? Wherever I move is where that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, you can't give up on yourself. That's the number one thing. It's not about failing. It's about the lessons within the failure.
Oh, this is what else black people are doing. Learn about what other people think.
Yeah.
That.
But that's the fear. It all coexists with fear. It's the fear of everything. It's the fear of failure. It's the fear of people looking at you and seeing that you failed. You know how many people in my family told me I was crazy for leaving the post office? But guess what? They were not the ones passing out, blacking out in the middle of the street. I was at Simpson. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I had to go through that. I was the one getting up in the morning and not wanting to get up at all. You know what I'm saying? I had a thoughts of suicide, but I had thoughts of giving up. That's simple. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta believe in yourself for somebody else to believe in you. In order to do that, you gotta also believe in yourself. And that's why I always tell, what's the first thing I always tell? I need y'all to do nothing but just do what? No. What I tell y'all all the time, all I need y'all to do is do what?
Show up.
There you go.
That is half. That's half.
That's it. I tell them, every time the models ask me, well, what do I need? Just show up. I just need y'all to show up. If everybody played their role and did what they were supposed to do, I show up for myself every day. Why? Because I get up. I'm up to, like I said, right now my timeline is 2:30 in the morning. When I leave from here, I'm going to go pick my daughter up from Columbia. That's doing hair right now. I probably won't get home till 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. Guess what? I'm going to take a little cat nap. I'm going to get up and do it again. Because guess what? I can't be a leader if I'm not willing to do the things that y'all not willing to do right now.
Yo, you on something with that one right there.
Seriously.
People don't even understand how deep that is like that, so when you really like on like, you know, y'all was all in the thing earlier when I said
And I want you to speak on that too. I want you
you know, that was a like me saying that, you know, on a push or motivation type of stuff. Yo, not because everybody know, y'all know I ain't no type of person where I'm trying to show myself. Like, it's really just hard because I know what it's like to not be in that environment, to have nobody or that's say, hey, yo, you know you can really do this, right? Like, if you just will yourself, if you just take that chance, you can do that. And like I said, yo, coming from, like, born into foster care, born into the system, you already know, black, first of all, and you're a male, and you're in foster care, your street things already, that was against me already, but like I said, I just came to that point where I was about to, I had the opportunity to do this photo shoot in New York, yo, I was going to get paid $5 for it. But it was a thing of, I'm going to lose my job if I come back for real. And then, like, I was just like, damn, I got to think, like, all right, is the job more important, yo, or is it, you can make $5 in one day? But at that time, like I said, I wasn't fully woke yet, so, like, you know, I took that L on that trip, but I just had to think about that, and I was just like, bro, made that decision, cash out my 401k, left all my jobs at one time, and like I said, I will never tell nobody it's easy doing this. Like being an entrepreneur, waking up on your own time, and all that type of stuff, because everything is on you. It's nothing. You don't rely on nobody else for nothing. Everything is on you. So if you want to stay asleep, you stay asleep. And guess what? As long as you stay asleep, unless you got that residual income, like you just said, already coming in, you ain't there yet. So you got to get up every single day on your own, set them alarms every single day. Nobody is telling you to do nothing. But once you, like I said, I'm 8 years in it now. So at this stage now, I'm comfortable with it. I know what to do. I know the days. Every single day, not gonna be $1 million day. Every day I ain't gonna make $200-300 every day. But as I always tell people though, if you just get up and you go out there, you gonna go back in the house with something.
You get
Versus, if you can absolutely. Versus you just stay there, you just lay there and just, dang, it's hard.
Just think about it.
Or just thinking, how much time to pass and you just thought about it, told somebody else that made XYZ, somebody else to put your plan into motion. Like I was listening to y'all when I was over there when you were saying, like, I forgot what she was saying, but it was just a thing of like, like somebody got to be the one to do it. Like so, like you saying, like if you don't be that person, you just go back to, and then people ain't looking at you no more to be like this. And that's the other thing. I like when people look up to me to want to learn what I'm doing and stuff like that.
Right.
Because it makes me feel good. I'm like, damn, I'm doing something I can teach back and give back to other people and stuff like that.
And that's really all the point of you learning your lessons. So when your failures become your lessons, I done failed so many times, Joe, whether it was personal life or even business. But guess what? Now I can give a whole course on what to do and what not to do, because I done been there, done that. I can write a whole book on how I done turned my failures into my lessons, and they have equaled into my blessings. Because at the end of the day, I got something, my failures, cool, right? I done took my failures that have became my lessons, and they have equaled out into my blessings. So once you are able to figure out that it's okay to fail, okay? My sisters used to tell me, girl, you put everything out on social media. I said, no, I don't. People don't know who I deal with. People don't know what time I go to sleep. They don't know all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not something I'm sharing. They don't know. I could be married, I could not be married. I could be single, I could not be single. They don't know who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm dealing with anybody. Right now, my life is business. You feel me? But that's what I put out there. Again, social media and people are going to believe whatever you tell them. Why? Because it's on social media.
Right.
Whatever, you can sit here, I can delete every single thing on my social media. And I can start with a picture of today where I'm just in a flower bush or some shit, right? Oh, I'm a model today. Then I'm in my salon another day and I'm doing hair. Oh, I'm a cosmetologist today. You know what I'm saying? I can be whatever I want at any point in time. Why? Because this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm showing you. Just because this is what I'm showing you don't mean that's what I'm doing. But it's movies out there that show you that. It's all about, yes. It's movies out there showing you. It's a movie, oh my God, I forget the name of the movie, but the guy, he was a doctor one day. He was a pilot. Yes.
That's my favorite.
Oh my God. And it's like, it's another
Leonardo
movie. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. This man was a doctor. He was a realtor. He was a banker. He done walked into banks and got millions. They gave it to him. You feel me? And you want to lock him up because y'all believed him? You feel what I'm saying? Because somebody didn't do their job right. Because guess what? He believed that this is who he was, and he was able to own it. And guess what? That man was doing surgery and all of that. Right. So I gotta show you right there. If you do your education, you can research yourself. Libraries are full of books.
Trust me, I know all my books come from libraries.
Exactly. I went to the library. I went to for the school I'm about to go to. I went in there and it was other people was with us. It was an orientation, and they took us to the library, right? And it was a bunch of books on the day one table. And they're like, "Oh, these are free. They give out free books all the time in the library." I said, "What?" Man, I went out of there. I had so much stuff. I only went in there with a folder. I came out with about probably 10 books, and all of them was on marketing, media, business, mindset, anything that you can think of that while my clients I'm doing their hair, they got something to read. And now not only do they got something to read, but I'm sitting there waiting for their tails to come and I got something to read. So again, it's all about the perspective. And guess what? All them other people that was in there with me, not one of them left out with any books. Not one of them. But I bet you, when we go back to school, one of them books is the reason why them books is there, because the people that was there before, they needed the books. They no longer need them now. Now we can ready to go there. You gonna leave out here with nothing? One of them books, you gonna have to come back. You gonna buy it next year. You get what I'm saying?
That's
So
a blessing.
yeah, shoot, I sell free books. Like, I know how much these books cost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look on the back. I'm gonna tell you. $50, $100 textbooks be $130, $45, $60, $100 and all that. That's a book right now, a cosmetology book that I have to take because I have to, in order to take my senior license. $800 for that book.
Oh my God.
You get what I'm saying? And that's a book to take a test. So again, that's where the education part. But you have to be willing to invest some girl, and that's still gonna be probably $600. I was getting ready to say the moment I find it online, but it's only gonna be a couple hundred because it's in demand. You get what I'm saying? And that's what, as people, that's what we want to get to too. We want to be in demand. You know why I get so many gigs? Because I have put myself out there to be the fashion icon that I am. And I ain't even where I want to be. The people, I literally got people call, you are a fashion icon. You know why? Every time somebody see a little girl walking on a runway, you know how many times I done get the one little girl where she was sashaying down the runway? I probably got it at least 100 times DM to me. Why? Because when they see fashion and they see modeling, they think of me.
Right. That's what I was telling someone when we were at some event, and somebody was like, "Oh well, you got the media passes. See if I can get one." I said, "Wait a minute. You don't just get passes."
Right.
I was like, "I have put in the work over the years to where I've earned. This is what I do. Like I've done that. You know what I mean? So you to just come on the scene and want to hang out somewhere, that's not how this works. Like you gotta earn your way. You gotta have a track record or a body of work that leads up to who you are and what you do. You gotta be able to stand behind what you do. And a lot of people think it's just about having access, but they don't understand how access is earned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't just go everywhere
Mm-hmm.
because you're there and they know you.
Right.
That they think that's just how it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
And then I had people with me in places. I'm in VIP. They want to be down there with a regular,
The regular
a
one.
general mission.
That's why people get mad at me because I say if I don't got a media pass, I ain't going. And that's because I feel as though I have worked that hard to say that.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I do a lot out here. But guess what? I also sometimes I have to tell myself that Siobhan, maybe you haven't worked enough. Now you gotta go 10 times harder because it's the reason why they feel like you don't need that pass. You haven't deserved it in their eyes. But I can go fill the same damn paperwork out for somebody else that already know what I've been there. I can go to pregnancy, we allowed that anytime. And these white people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's the black people that's denying me.
That's all.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. And I know that. It's like, what?
It's not even the past though. You know that? It's not even about the past because guess what? They can give us all passes with a string on it. And I can pull a pass inside of my shirt. Guess what? It's your anointing that's on you anyway. That's going to get you. Pass is just to show that, I guess like the person who looked at you said, I want one of them.
Yeah.
It's to show them that you have completed something.
Yeah.
You at the next level. That you can walk in the back there.
Right.
They trust you. See, everybody
you
ain't
always
trustworthy,
know-
so that's why you don't get no pass to go backstage.
Right.
Exactly, because the thing about, I always tell people, the only difference between the people that have access and the people that don't, and the people that are in the audience, or the people that are looking up to you is, we are always the ones willing to do what other people not.
Yeah.
Like everybody got the same 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and I know God knows, I beat myself up all the time, 'cause I feel like you need to be doing this. I'm real hard on myself, but not hard enough. But I know that people are great because of how they spend their time, what they do. If they're working on their craft, if they are putting that effort into somebody or wonder how they did something, it's because they putting that work in.
Yep.
When you sitting at home watching TV, and I feel bad when I'm watching TV. Like I hate it because I know I'm like, you know, you don't do this. You know, you need to be doing this and working on it. But you got to spend the time. It's about what you do with your time and how you're spending that time, and that's the difference. And you always willing, because people be like, you're crazy. Why are you doing that? Do you know some of the best opportunities I got is because of things I just showed up to do, and I wasn't paid, but they called me back to pay.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can't stand when people do that to people. Well, how much did you get paid? Are you doing it? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? But then when you see me here and you see me there, well, how did you get there? I want to go there. How did you access to that? How did you do that? Because I was willing to do the things you told me I was crazy to do.
Yeah.
You ain't volunteered. You know what you done? I'm gonna give it to you in your business. I'm gonna give it to you in the street. When you went and you thought you were volunteering, you was giving a tester.
Yeah.
The tester was good, and then when y'all left after that day, hold up, I want to pay for that this time.
Yeah, they see like, oh, she, I'm
Hustling.
bringing value. Yeah.
Now hustling, when you hustling in the street,
That's true.
you just don't sell. You know, when I'm selling them, I ain't just come out and start making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a day. I gave out testers. And that's how everybody knew. Oh man, Chris. Then it came a time where ain't no more testers, y'all. This for sale.
Right.
Everybody run to me. I got all the money.
Yesterday's prices.
So you got to be able to flip it to business, and you got to have street.
Yeah.
I know people like Booksmart. That's cool. Booksmart's cool.
Yeah,
But guess what? Ain't no degree get me nowhere where I got to. I didn't went places right now where people with degrees can't even make it to.
Yeah.
So it ain't about that. It's about what you know, who you know, and what you do with what you know. Like right now, Sharon was like, man, it was like, so what you got guests coming? I'm like, no. I'm saying, I had one, but she had school or something, so she went in, so it was me and her. And I seen you pop up. I saw him pop. I'm like, hold up. Then I seen him walk in the door. He pulled up a chair. I'm like, hold up. So sometimes God wants you to just sit still and let him do it. My platforms, I don't care where it is, radio, the markets, whatever I'm doing, my platform ain't like that. If you're an entrepreneur and you just like me, because we don't get grants, we don't get money. We work off of donations and being in the right place at the right time. We trying to score. But the only way you can score, how do you score touchdowns? They got to run the ball then, don't they? Okay, so we trying to run the ball in. That's all we trying to do. So my platform, I don't care who it is. Come, let's get on here. Let everybody see you on wherever we are. That's share. See, once sharing is caring, and once you start caring, then we start growing.
Right.
Because you said some stuff just now, you helped somebody earlier. You know that, right? About the 30 part.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The three times you missed.
Yeah.
That was Jesus God Holy Spirit right there. You just said you know it.
No, I did.
You said 3 times you tried to go, and you couldn't go nowhere. You still here.
Yeah.
So what we talking about?
I'm definitely an advocate for
We're
that.
talking about showing up. Show up for each other. That's what we gotta do. It's times I want to show up, y'all, but them Saturdays I gotta be on them Saturdays because I just gotta be there right now. And then we trying to, like right now, I'm leaving early in the morning. I'm being connected with my family and we're gonna fly out here, right? So my son is gonna do the food drive. So while we doing what we doing, you're supposed to be training other people.
Right.
Because we ain't meant to be here forever. So this family is very important. I'm giving it to my sons, my daughter, my grandsons, and my granddaughter. You gotta leave something behind. Yeah, we make a name for ourselves now, but who gonna carry you when you gone? You got to go. So why not take some of that positive energy and bestow it in somebody else? Like you just said, a young guy that was up in New York with you, you ain't known from campaign. But the opportunity presents itself, hey, here you go. You ain't know him, but you just blessed him though. So that's you gotta help each other.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the
Make
dream
the
work.
dream work.
So I don't know, y'all. You still chopping it up because you said red table, right?
It's the black table.
The black
Black
Yeah, you say so.
What if I extinguisher? Because I know Mr. T, I guess I'm in. What if I extinguisher? I'm gonna put the fire out. I'm telling you, man, well, we can learn something, man. We can learn. All right, so I'm gonna give all our hosts. I call y'all hosts, I ain't call y'all guests. You family, so my platform is your platform, so you a host too. But anyway, not tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll be leaving in the morning. Y'all pray for me. We're gonna get on the plane. We're gonna go up to the family reunion, stay a couple of days. We'll go see the game, man. Get in the jets and cool down, try to get the muscles back right. Cool, you beat on me a little bit. So So I'm going to have me a little laid back for this weekend. My son is going to continue the food drive at 2900 Mosier Street. He'll be there, supposed to be there at 8:30, 9 o'clock. We always got it open for anybody in the community that want to come on and volunteer. Also, shout out to Miss Tahari, man. She came all the way from DC. She said, "Listen, I don't know who you are, but I see what you're doing." She said, "I love it. I'm coming." She said, "I will be there." She beat me there. At 8 o'clock. I got there at 9. She was already there. But that's the positive energy that we bestow on other people when they see you moving in God.
Right.
She came all the way from DC just to volunteer and went back home. So that was amazing to me. We got people that come from PA, Philly, and all that. So
Delaware.
they come from all over, and even if you see the food, they come from all over. Sedonia, Park Heights, Kirkland Avenue, that's what we belong to, right? Monument Street. People is coming out because we are getting together. We gotta help us. And like I said, on 2900 Mosier Street, we're gonna be doing the food drive. So make sure y'all still show up, show out. We got a lot of different stuff, peaches and corn on the cob, a lot of stuff. I need everybody to come out and get it. We don't need to have nothing left on the tables. Y'all know me, I'm Carter Chris White on Facebook, on IG, I'm C More Loyal. TikTok, I'm Be More Loyal Free Food.
Right.
Everybody gonna leave their handles, all their social media platforms.
I am the Savvy Fashionista on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Mr. Dave, you up next.
Y'all know you gotta do this type of love up, man. I'm gonna be the only nigga pop up. Listen, I don't even say that arrogantly. When I was up in New York, I literally started tapping my name in, and I was at the top of everybody's list. So they were twisted with that name. So love up, man, on all platforms.
Hit me on IG, B Morris Princess, S there, so B like boy, MORES, like saying PRINCE. Always.
You got TikTok too?
I'm on TikTok, but I'm not active on there. It's still B Morris Prince.
Facebook too?
Facebook is Alfonso Tisdali.
Okay.
They get me on Facebook, and that's my name, Damian Tate, DAMIONTATE. And on Instagram, _Dame Tate, that's _DAMETATE_.
Any artist too.
Yeah, I see an artist, and I'm about to put them to work. Y'all already know it's your girl, Miss Petite. Make sure y'all get out. Tickets come out August the 16th. We will be at Focus Social Club, 1348 H Street, Northeast Washington, D.C. A ton of artists, talent, great talent. As y'all see, we got some handsome models in the building, some beautiful designers over there. You know, you coming with us, B More? The 16th, you won't be here? The 16th of August.
Is that what day is that?
Saturday.
Oh,
You gonna be out of
I
town?
gotta try to make it. Where's New York?
No, DC.
I might shoot down there.
That's like 45.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna commit to that. I'm gonna come out.
All right, be more loyal.
DC
Gonna be in the building.
Yeah.
DC, we all coming, y'all. So make sure y'all get them tickets. PetiteEmpireLLC.com, and you can hit up any of the show participants, and y'all gonna, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be an amazing event. We are still accepting talent, artists, dancers, musicians, designers, models. Come on out, support, and we're gonna see y'all soon. Make sure y'all follow the tour.
If they need their hair done,
Y'all need your hand on, y'all can hit me up. Or my daughter, because she in the shop right now. So, but the House of Petite, the Glam Lounge is what it's called. We're located in Columbia, Maryland. Just hit us up. You can hit me up, PetiteEmpireLLC.com. I'm sorry.
anything else? Anybody got anything else y'all want to say?
Follow Powerful and Radio.
Make sure y'all follow the Powerful on Radio. Download the free app. On the Android app is Google Play. Available on your Apple Store. Between all you iPhone users, Android. But I ain't mad at nobody. We ain't doing none of that stuff over here, man. We all love. So we want everybody to get it. If you got an Android or iPhone, please go download the free Powerful on Radio app. Also, we need y'all to follow us on Instagram at Powerful on Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Y'all hear me? Follow us on Instagram. So I know you're listening. We want y'all to get to working because y'all know we know how many followers we got so far now. So don't lie to me and tell me you did and you ain't doing it. We look at the numbers. So please, 200 people follow us tonight. All right, this is Power 411 Radio Show, man. This is your host, Carter Chris White, and the Be More Loyal Show. And we're going to see y'all next Thursday. Man, I'm just giving people so much fire today, man. They gonna have to look at this again and a couple more times.
There's a lot of eggs there. Yeah.
Some girl that said up the
You got a fan?